going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live Show. I am LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers for coming by to my channel, man. It's truly, truly appreciated. Right, so the Knicks, Friday Night Knicks is what we call it, pulled off a great victory tonight in Miami by beating the Heat 122-120. Julius Randle hitting a buzzer beater pretty much at the end to put the Knicks up by 3 to where we was able to pull off a great victory in a playoff atmosphere. And with that, the Knicks have won 8 in a row. Listen, guys, it can't get no better than beating the Heat. Period. End of story. Our rivals, this is going back all the way back to Ewing days in the 90s. Fights, Van Gundy grabbing on Alonzo Mourning's ankles. Allen Houston hitting the game winner. PJ Brown tossing Charlie Ward in the stands. Like, this has been going on forever. And Randle stamps his way onto the rivalry by hitting a game winner. Once again, basically a game winner. Listen, man, this was playoff atmosphere, man. Listen, you gotta understand. Listen, just the way the game was, the Knicks were dominating, right? Randle started off hot as usual, 20 points in the first quarter. They could not do nothing with him. Bam couldn't check him. And I love Bam. Bam's a great defensive player, but he could not do nothing with Randle. Randle had 43 tonight, people. Like I said, yes, 43 tonight. Was killing anybody that was trying to check him. He was dominating. They could not do nothing with him. Jalen Brunson was 25, and he was typical Brunson, right? Coming up with big shots when we needed it in the fourth. RJ with a great game tonight. He was solid. He had 17. But once again, the unsung hero of Josh Hart and IQ coming off the bench. IQ having 21. Josh Hart only having 5 points. But it was defense intensity, getting steals, just poking the ball away, getting rebounds, right? Just being Josh Hart was huge for the Knicks, right? It was just fabulous, man, just watching it. But like I said, it was playoff atmosphere at its best. This is the type of game that the Knicks, we wanted to see if the Knicks could win, right? And they definitely did, right? So let's go to the highlights, people. Like I said, man, this is just playoff basketball, man. Listen, games like this, you can't even get upset about. You kind of have to love because they're going to have games like this. These are games that you want to see the Knicks play in, and you want to see them pull out and win. You want to see them, how they deal with adversity, how they deal with, when they're not playing at home or they're not up on teams and blowing teams out. When a team scrapes and claws and fights their way back into this game, like pretty much the Miami Heat did. Jimmy Butler was big tonight, but, man, I felt like they was giving Jimmy Butler like a whole bunch of calls. Just my opinion. He was at the line pretty much more than the Knicks. They shot basically 15 more free throws than the Knicks. The Knicks only shot like 17 free throws, I believe, tonight, and the Heat shot 30 free throws. Like it was just the disparity was insane. At one point, Jimmy Butler was 16 for 17 from the line. He was like only 6 for 14 from the field, but that's where he got most of his points was from the line. They were calling everything. It was just. I think the Knicks kind of could have pulled away with this game if it wasn't for all those fouls. But hey, that's how it is sometimes. They get home cooking because, the fouls that they were pretty much being, given to the team, given to the Heat. But it didn't matter, right? Randle was just clutch tonight. Like I said, there was nothing no one could do with him. He's starting to solidify himself as an all-NBA guy. Now, we don't want to get into MVP talks or nothing like that because I don't think he's even close to that. Well, I will say he's like an all-NBA guy. First team, no. But second team, I think we got to kind of have that conversation now. Just the way he's playing and just having a big-time game tonight on the road, putting your team on your back, and pretty much saying, listen, man, we're getting this victory no matter what. And he's playing big against big-time players. Remember, Bam is an all-star. Jimmy Butler is a perennial all-star. These guys are top-notch defensive players, but it didn't matter. Randle was doing what he wanted. And like I said, he's uber talented, guys. The bigs he takes outside. The small guys he takes inside. And that's what he was doing. He took Bam outside and was knocking down threes and jumpers in his face. And he took Jimmy Butler down in the post. There was nothing they could do with him. He was doing what he wanted. And then, of course, Captain Clutch is what I like to call him. Jalen Brunson, man, was just big. He was the one that kept us close when the Heat was trying to make that push. He was hitting big-time buckets in the fourth, runners, just was cooking Victor Oladipo. He couldn't do nothing with him. It was just great, man. It was just great to see. But once again, like I said, playoff atmosphere basketball. These are the games that are going to show us, as Knicks fans, if the Knicks are ready. Are they ready? Have they arrived? Yes, it's great to have a 7-game win streak, but how are you going to do on the road when you're facing adversity, right? Things of that nature is what really shows your pedigree. If you're a championship contender or you're a pretender, right? That's what people want to see. At a game like this against a team that's struggling, who's hungry, who wants to take your spot away, is beautiful, right? It was just great. And then Randle just coming up with big time plays, man, making big time shots. It was just huge, man. You can't get no more clutch than that, man. And it was just a great win on the road. Great gutsy victory by this team, man. You gotta love it. You gotta love how we're playing, and you gotta love the experience that we're getting and playing in big time games like this. On a Friday night away, which is great. Even though the Knicks are one of the better, if not the better, road teams in the league, but still, man, playing on another team's home court when they're trying to get a victory to stay in the playoff hunt is always going to be tough, right? So it's a great win tonight, but we got to keep this going, all right? Let's make it 9 wins in a row. We got to go to Boston Sunday night on ESPN, which is going to be huge, right? They're going to try to get a revenge game, so we got to be ready to go. All right, but listen, I'm LV Live. That's my show. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, people. All right. Also, too, please come by, leave comments, and also, too, if it's your first time coming by, please subscribe. All right. I'm LV Live, and that's my show, and I'm out. Peace.